Yash, anybody that's trying to build up this whole female attraction thing, trying to tell you what to do to get more girls, so that you can mac better, so you can date more girls, how to get all that stuff, if they're really passionate about that, they haven't realized the truth of that. See, they don't want to do inner work on themselves. They don't like it. Most people don't like it. It's uncomfortable. So it's like, let me distract myself. Let me just focus on whatever, food, girls, sex, drugs, alcohol, going out, clubbing, etc. Internet's the ultimate distraction. You can just look at stuff all day, all night, and never really do the work. But some of you know, you have realized how big of a distraction this whole female attraction and trying to get the girls and have sex, etc. You've realized like how much you can waste your life doing that. And then you've realized like, wait a minute, if I cut that out, I got so much more energy to focus on myself, my goals, my whatever, ambitions, spiritual practice. This is the highest, but okay, we still have a life to live, you know, your creativity, whatever. You have all this extra energy now, and you wanna like focus on that. So that's what this video is for you guys. This is for you guys. I didn't realize how much energy was going out into like seeing if girls are attracted to me and if I'm attracted to them. I didn't realize that until I actually stopped. And I was like, holy shit. Like out of I don't know, 18 hours in the day. I mean, damn near all 18 hours was like caught up in that sexual fantasy scenario on some level, or sexual attraction or female attraction, whatever. Because when I'm out in public, then I was looking for like, I was looking at girls or thinking about them. Okay, well, it don't end there. Then you go back home, and then you got the internet. And if you don't have the internet, let's say you're in a hospital room, you got in an accident, and you're just laying there, even then you can still edge and go into sexual fantasy. It's like this stuff, man, bleeds through into a person's life on a level that they just don't even know. You don't know until you start to get some space from it. Then you can look in retrospect. You're at a higher vantage point. You're like, damn, no wonder I got so much energy. But I want to say again, when people stop the PMO, this accumulation of energy you're going to have, it's going to start coming out in more subtle ways. That's why I made videos about edging. You want to see about edging? Look in the playlist about edging. Just go on the playlist and try to find these videos that you're interested in. I've pretty much covered everything. So this energy can get stronger. And then you still like the dopamine hit from the female attraction thing. And if you're not doing PMO and releasing all your energy, that energy just keeps accumulating. I mean, you burn a little bit of it up when you're constantly on the prowl for seeing if girls are looking at you. But for the most, it's not the same as when you actually lose your semen. You lose your semen, man, you can forget about girls for a while. But when you don't, and that starts building up, it's going to start, you're going to notice, like, wow, I'm paying a lot more attention to girls now on the street than I normally have. This energy, man, I feel attracted to everybody. Young, middle, old, everybody. Like, what happened? And then sexual fantasies also start to increase. Wet dreams start to increase. Your tendency to want to look at girls on the internet increases. You can see a girl in a you know, some catalog magazine with all her clothes on, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, she looks really, you can't stop looking at her. Why? Because that energy's stronger now. You haven't been losing it, and you're not, the energy hasn't yet sublimated. It's still going down. This is why you have wet dreams. You got to go through this transitional process, this alchemy, where the energy starts to flow. But for a while, because of our past habits, sexual appetite and lust and all that, the energy goes down. And then it stimulates the sexual apparatus or your sex organs, and then the mind gets involved. Well, you need to release this somehow, or at least think about girls or do something. That's the habit. This is what we're trying to overcome. That takes time, obviously. How are you gonna just reverse biology overnight? It's not like you just, quit drinking or smoking. You can just put it down. This we're talking about transcendence. This is an evolutionary process. This is what the saints and the masters are doing. This is the level that we're on now. We're talking like that now. Let me tell you, if you overcome the sexual instinct, you're good. What can be harder than that? If you got chronic pain or something like that, that's the only thing I can think of that can be even more troublesome than overcoming the sexual instinct. But a lot of you don't have that. If you overcome the sexual instinct, what else do you need to overcome? That power that you're going to get when you transcend that sexual instinct, that's gonna bleed through into every aspect of your life. Oh, damn it. My coconut water dripped out in my bag. That's how it goes sometimes. When you transcend this sexual instinct, what does it mean, transcend? It means you're not acting out on that habit anymore. Why are you not acting out on the habit anymore? Is it just willpower? You just muscle through it? That's somewhat part of it, but really the energy's not going down anymore. It's circulating, it's coming up. So the tendency and the strong obsessive urges aren't there now. Because remember, the urges come from the energy being locked all downstairs, stimulating your sex organ. That gets the mind involved, and you start projecting, and you start looking for a way to discharge that energy. When the energy starts to come up, it starts to circulate, you don't have that problem anymore. You're chill. You can look at a female, appreciate her. You're looking more from the heart instead of the penis. It's different. You're like appreciating what God created, to use those words. It's automatic. You're not trying to. This is what you see. Your perception changes. It's a miracle, isn't it? I mean, is it anything less than a miracle? When you have that level of shift in perception, that's an awakening. That's what happens. You start looking at life different. This is what happens. What's the title? Focus on yourself. You focus on yourself, and you cut out this female attraction stuff, then this miracle has a better chance than happening. You need to experience this miracle before you die. This is the highest purpose of the human life. It's not to make a bunch of money. It's not to do this and that. That's all fine, have fun. But that's not the main purpose. You don't take that with you. What you take with you when you leave this body is this miracle, this state of consciousness, this shift that took place. You take that with you. That determines where you go from here, what kind of plane, subtle plane you end up on, and how nice everything is. And, the level of you can say, that's how you get to heaven, so to speak. You got to act right and do right, but it's all good. Everyone's going to do that. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I don't know how people interpret my message, because there's all levels of consciousness out there. But this message I'm giving is for inspiration. This is what it is. It's not guilt and shame and none of that. I don't like that. I've done everything, all the wrong things that everyone else has done. So, okay, I'm a good example that it's all right. You're making mistakes, just make them. But stay conscious and you'll transcend them. That's my message.